Hi, today we are going to be talking about the top 5 Kansas City neighborhoods for singles and young professionals, in my opinion. There's 5 of them that I'm going to go over, and then we're going to jump into some good things about them, and then where you could live at in a certain place, and how, like, what kind of home you could get with 4 bedroom, 3 bath, or 3 bedroom, 2 bath, or whatever it may be that you're looking at. We're going to also jump into that. So I'm Caleb Lewis, your local realtor. If there's anything that I can do to assist you, whether you're thinking of moving here in 9 to 90 days, or if you're not in your dream home, or you're looking to move, or you have questions and you're a first-time home buyer and need to get your ducks in a row, I would love to assist. Let's jump right in. Okay, so number 1 is Midtown Westport on the south side of Kansas City with access to lots of restaurants such as Wings Cafe, which is amazing and owned by the same people as Jefferson's if you've ever ate there on Mass Street in Lawrence. And then there's a lot of shopping. If you're into hiking, there's Roanoke Park right near there, um, which we'll find on the map in here in just a second. And then there's also some older homes up in there and some quieter streets while getting to stay inside the city. Um, so here's the Sun Fresh Market, Uptown Theater, McDonald's. There's a lot of coffee places that you can see. Q39, which I mentioned in my barbecue video. Here's the Midtown location of it. Here's a part of Roanoke Park, and then here is Roanoke Park. So I'm having trouble with my words tonight. Here is Scraps KC. I'm gonna make a video about this at some point, but essentially it's just an art supply store with reused art supplies, and it's just really cool. I also enjoy going here a lot. ROKC Underground Bouldering Gym. So it's actually like an elevator shaft, and you ride down the elevator, and then you end up in this like warehouse type building, like slash office building. I'll have to show you guys pictures of it at some point, but or if you have any questions about it specifically, you could just text me and I could show you or tell you about it. But you go down there, and then this is literally built into rock formations. So here's the elevator that I was talking about, and you literally go inside, and then they've got this amazing rock climbing gym on the inside. And then there's actually, like, it's built into a rock formation, which you can see right here. So it's like cut out of rocks and it's rock climbing. So I think that's pretty cool as well. And then there's Char Bar, Jerusalem Cafe, a lot of other eating places. There's a massive St. Luke's Hospital. And then there's another park that stretches kind of up and down with Hyde Park as well. And so let's just jump into what houses are available here. So I'm looking at 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Let's check that out real fast. Let's go 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, so we got one 375, one for 369, 465, 425. Looks like we're in the 350 to 450 type range. So let's just check this one out real fast. 435. Nice hardwood floors on the interior. Like you can see the arches and stuff. There are quite a few older homes. See, this is built in 1925, which is almost 100 years ago, and 3 years from now. So that's 97 years old. So you can kind of see by the arches, and there's like the hardwood floors, which a lot of them have, and then a lot of them have kind of some of the older architecture things, which you can see as you look through here. Let's check this one out real fast. Obviously, this one is on the higher side, but still has hardwood floors. Still has some of the older style paneling. And then let's check out 4 bedroom, 3 bath and see what happens when we do that. And if you ever want me to set up like a custom search for you, if there's something that you're looking for specifically, I would love to help you do that. Just let me know. I believe these are going to be in like the 550 to 650 range. Depending on what you're looking for. Some of them, obviously, if they're going to be a lot more bedrooms, baths, or if they're on a huge place like this one is, it's going to cost a lot more. So let's just check into one that is a 4 bedroom, 3 bath. I seen one up here. Okay, let's check this out. Still hardwood floors. Like I mentioned, that's a major thing that you're going to find throughout this, like looking through these homes, is that they all have almost always have hardwood floor, unless they've been renovated to not have them. And then let's hop over into the rentals real fast and look at what kind of rentals we have. So here's a house right here for $13.50. You got some studios to 2 bedrooms for pretty cheap, $770 to $1075, with the updated stuff and the accent wall. And then obviously you get more expensive, but still really updated. It has the white cabinets with the black cabinets. That's a pretty recent style. And then obviously you can get a house if you pay 15 to two grand, depending on really what you're trying to, how many rooms you're trying to get, or if you're in college, or if you're a young professional, obviously you might go for a studio or 1 bedroom. But if you have a family, probably you would want to get a house with more space, or at least an apartment with more space. But you can tell that they're pretty reasonably priced here. They're generally between 700 and 2 grand, I'd say. So if you're on the low side, you're looking at 700 for a studio, and then high side, if you want a whole house, you're looking at probably like 2 to 3 grand, depending on exactly what you're looking for. Again, I can help you set up a custom search if that's something that you're interested in, or if you're looking for some place, I can help you look for whatever it is that you're looking for specifically. See, there's 316 matching properties, so there's a lot of options. All right, let's jump into the number 2 place that I think you should live. Okay, so our number 2 place to talk about is River Market. This is between downtown Kansas City and the Missouri River, as you can see right here, with a lot of waterside type scenery. They have a lot of lofts over there and apartment styles. Also, we have to talk about the River Market, which is home to one of the largest and oldest public farmers markets in the Midwest, which brings growers and producers together with the entire whole community. You can see it was started in 1857. And then there's paths for strolling and biking, which is essentially like right here. So here, let's pop into it. So here you can kind of see there's this green line right here is the trail. It also goes out here. Here's a cookie place, and then there's like a lot of other shops. And there's actually a steamboat museum in this shopping center right here. Also, there's a game store. I'm not sure. Here it is right here. A game store. So if you're really into playing board games like I am, and you like strategy games, this is a great place to go. But like I mentioned, there's a lot of other shops, and the places I was talking about with food, like they're all over the place, and it just kind of goes throughout the whole section of the River Market. So you could see a lot of different things. And then here's like one of those lofts I was talking about. So let's actually look into those lofts right now. Sorry, this is a little weird. Okay, so here's those River Market apartments we were talking about. They are a little more expensive than the other ones, just because I believe they are lofts and they are generally newer. I'm not sure that they're more sought after, but they're just a little more expensive, I feel like, than the other ones, just because they are generally like lofts, or and they're built right against the Missouri River with all those hiking trails. Also, as you can see, there's only 12, whereas the other place we were looking at on number 1, there was like over 300, so there are quite a few less options, but they are really great options. You can see there's a lot of hardwood. A lot of them have like balconies that you can look out over the city or over the streets or whatnot, check out the sunset. So that would be my number 2 pick. Let's jump into number 3. Okay, so next up we have Union Hill. This is a nice place with a lot of great options for fun things to do, with coffee shops, restaurants, and shoppings. Not really as many as the rest of them. You might see a few shops here and there. The great thing about this is how close it is to a lot of parks. You can see it's really close to Penn Valley Park and Off Leash Dog Park, and there's just a lot of green space around it. If you go over here, like right above it, there's the Crown Center, which would be the shopping that's near there. There's a Crown Center Ice Terrace, which I'll be making a video about. However, you can go up there, and there's actually like outdoor ice skating. It's a very great place in the wintertime here, to take like someone on a romantic date or whatever, something like that. Because it's just such a nice, winter type vibe thing to do. A lot of people around here do it. There's parks on the other side of this as well. And then there's a lot of coffee shops. It's the same coffee shop in Midtown. These are all essentially like probably within like 10 or 15 minutes from each other. All the things on this list, but they're all like right near where you would work at, and really close to everything that you would want to do with your friends. So let's jump into the rentals over there. There's actually less rentals than there was in the last place as well, but they are like a little less expensive. These are mostly in the $1,000 range, up to like 1,600 to 2 grand if you wanted a more expensive apartment, with the 2 bedrooms. And then generally, they're still in the buildings like this, the taller buildings. And that's it for number 3. Okay, next up we have Waldo, which is number 4. A little ways out of the middle of Kansas City, you'll find this section of town. It has unique character even as it continues to grow. It is very walkable and bikeable, in my opinion. It has something for everyone. In addition to that, there are a lot of events and festivals here throughout the year, and there are studio apartments all the way up to larger single-family homes. So it's this general area right here. You can see here's the thrift store. Here's some McDonald's, Panda Express, like fast food type things. Wendy's, Culver's, Wingstop, which is a really good place to eat, in my opinion. They have great wings. Not as great as Jefferson's, but they are really good wings, and you wouldn't have to drive to Lawrence. Okay, so let's jump into the homes for sale. There aren't a lot. This is like a really popular area, so if you see something listed up here, it is going to go very fast. And like I mentioned, I think we already clicked on one that looks similar to that. Let's look at a different one. 375,000, 5 bedroom, 3 bath. You're going to find those hardwood floors. All the really historic districts of Kansas City are the historic neighborhoods. Almost every house will have hardwood floors unless something specifically happened to it and they took them back out. Or they weren't built like that, but most of them were built like that. They have the narrower staircases than normal as well. And then again, we'll see those arches because they really like those arches in that time period when they were building these houses. See, this one's built in 1924. So they're all built around the same age as well. Let's hop over to the apartments. This has 25 rentals, which is more than the last two. This one you're going to see more houses. This is $1,605 for a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath house. Here is $1,350 for a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, all around that $1,600, which is a lot more affordable for an entire house. Like here's $1,300 for one house, whereas in the other two or the other 3 places we already talked about, you would be paying $1,300 for 2 bedroom, like 1 bath, or 2 bedroom, 2 bath in an apartment complex. So I think that it has an advantage being in your own house, especially if you have like a garage. Like for example, I have a motorcycle, which I know seems kind of unlikely, but my grandpa passed away and I got the motorcycle from him. So now when I'm looking at getting a new house, I'm always looking for a garage because I'm not willing to let go of that sentimental piece. So I would always be looking for a garage, and I wouldn't really think, for me personally, that a studio or a 2 bedroom or apartment complex would be a good fit for me, just because of where I am currently. So you can see that you can get some for $1,450. They got a garage, $1,700. That's obviously on the higher end side. But even down to $1,100, this one still has a garage. $1,200, it still has a garage. And so you're going to see a lot more cheaper priced full house, full residential house for your entire family, rather than trying to be in an apartment complex like this. And even when you do go to the apartment complexes, they're going to cost less than, say, the last two, because you're not in the lofts, and this is an older part of town. So it might not be quite as nice. It'll probably still be nice, but it won't be quite the same. You're not going to see the hardwood floors, that kind of thing. So let's move on to number 5. Okay, and for our final neighborhood that I would recommend you live in is number 5 will be Crossroads Art Districts. There are plenty of affordable lofts, condos, and apartments. First Fridays, coffee shops, local barbecue, and there are a lot of independent type shops here, an art gallery, bars such as the Up Down. I don't drink or go to them, so I wouldn't know personally, but I've heard some stories about them. And then restaurants like Food Love Cafe and Jack Stacks, which is right here, the Freight House one. I talked about that in my 5 best barbecue places in my opinion video, if you want to go check that out. So let's dive into what it is. Here's Town Topic. This is Town Topic Hamburgers. It's kind of older style. So let's look into some of the other places. This is Messenger Coffee. You can actually sit on the roof of this building, which I think is really cool. So see right here where there's the awning. You can actually walk up to the 3rd floor. Here's the stairs. 1. So here's the first this is the first floor obviously, and then the second floor you can sit up here and do your coffee and work on whatever you're working on, a project for school or college, or if you have to turn something in at work or you're working remotely and they allow you to go other places, this is a cool place to hang out. And then if you go up this next staircase, then you will be out on top of the roof, which in my opinion is really cool. This is on the second floor, and here is the view if you're on top of the roof. So I think that's one really cool place to go if you are down here. In addition to that, there's a taco joint. They have incredible tacos. You can see by the reviews that they're just crazy good. Here's the place I was talking about that had the arcade games. It was kind of an adult place. I've never personally been there, so I can't recommend it. Right outside of here, which is technically, in my opinion, part of it, is sequence climb. I'm personally really into rock climbing, so I know where all the rock climbing gyms is, and I would say that this is the easiest, best way to start rock climbing if you've never been before, as you can see here. But there is a lot of, and it's never this busy unless they're doing competitions. Normally there's like 20 people here, but you can see there's a whole wall here, across, down, and then around, and then on the other side of this wall, there's another wall. Here's what it normally looks like every day. There's like 1 person, 2 person, 3 person on this side, and then a few more on the other side. And you can see they got a really cool sign out front. And you can park in the front or on this side. You cannot park on the other side because they will tow you away because Sequence does not own that lot. I almost found this out the hard way. They have some cool art on the walls. And then also inside, if you are in there or you go in there for the day pass, then you can also use their gym. And then they have like yoga classes and stuff in this room as well, which is like an addition off to the side of it. So there you go. That is the Crossroads. And then let's jump into the rentals. They have less rentals here, and they are way more high priced because it's an artsy district. So you're looking at 2-bedroom, 2-bath for $1,600, whereas the last place we were looking at in Waldo, you could get a whole 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for only $1,400 a month. Here's same thing, $1,800 for 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. But these are, way fancier type of houses with the hardwood floors. I believe this one has a balcony. Yeah, out on front, and you're already in front of all the art district type stuff, which is why it has a higher price tag on it, in my opinion. Here's some other stuff. It can go down to $1,025, but then again, like the last place you're looking at, if you're looking at $1,000, then you could get a 2-bedroom house or 3-bedroom house that maybe wasn't as nice. Whereas here you're getting 1 bedroom in an apartment complex for only $1,000, and then you can see 1 bedroom, 1 bath, $1,850, and $2,200 for this 1 bedroom, 1 bath, which they're incredibly nice. But it just depends on what you're looking for, and what your lifestyle is, and if you can accommodate that, or if you have to have more space for a family, you might look at some of the other places on my list. But that completes the number 5. I wanted to thank you for watching my top 5 places that I would live as a young professional, or a single person in Kansas City. If there's anything ever that I can do for you, if you're thinking of moving here or moving out of here, or if you just have questions in general about the market, I would love to be your resource. I'm Caleb Lewis, and my number is on the screen. If you have any questions, just drop a comment below, and I'll get to it as fast as possible. Or if you have a comment to me directly, my number is on the screen, and you could just call or text me. I hope you have a great rest of your day.